It was in the late 1970s, when I was not even a 10-year-old boy, that my father found out that the African National Congress was chosen as the organization to take over from the then so-called apartheid government. And this was because of a recording that he got access to. This did happen by accident. But on this recording was Pik Botha, Dennis Worrell, and Chris Yunis discussing this handover to the African National Congress. And this proved to my dad that a long time ago, these things were planned, that this didn't just happen by chance, that many overseas countries were involved, including the United States of America, including the State of Israel, including uh, Great Britain, including many of the European countries, who on the international front play a certain theater, but back at the ranch are doing very specific things because they need our minerals out of the soil at the southern tip of Africa. So, with this information, he actually vanished out of our lives to try and protect us as a family. This is what he claimed at the time. Many other people died because of this information that was shared at that time. And he changed the way he lived then forever. My father was not in my life anymore because of this event. And he feared not only for his life, but for that of his children and his wife. So there's big things that happened in my life that affected me deeply, that entrench why I am fighting for this country the way that I am. Because I don't see things through the lens of the mainstream media. I don't see things through the lens of the politicians. I look deeper. I look further. I don't just look there. I know about what is happening behind the scenes. I know there are deeper organizations that pull the strings with regards to the governments around the world. And it's no different with the South African government. You can just look at how the apartheid government was formed. You can see who they had alliances with and how the United States of America pretended to be against apartheid. How Britain pretended to be against apartheid. How most of Europe pretended to be against apartheid when they created it, they orchestrated it, and they were fully behind it. And that brings us back to the reality now in South Africa. The plan then was to bring the ANC as an organization into power in South Africa because they would do two things. They needed to ruin the Zulu kingdom completely, and they needed to ruin the Afrikaner or the Boer culture completely. These were two very meticulous goals that Pik Botha, Dennis Worrell, and Chris Yunis spoke of, something I have not mentioned before. And now is the time to speak openly about this, because at that time, Pik Botha had to identify the greatest threats to his international grandmasters who controlled his every move, who gave him the political positions that he had, to identify the greatest threats to their plans to take full control of South Africa. And once again, the greatest threats I identified was anything that made South Africa self-reliant and anything that in South Africa would stand up against their global plans. And the Afrikaner, the Boer, and the Zulu was identified as real threats. And this is why in my meetings that I did around the country during the COVID-19 pandemic, I openly told people that the Zulu kingdom will be destroyed, that Eskom will be destroyed, and then there will be a secession battle. The concept of Afrikaner was created, the concept of Boer was created, and it was pummeled into people's minds. And people have been subverted, and my father understood this meticulously. He said 100% that he will not trust a Boer or Afrikaner to fight against the global threat because they will sell you out every single time. I'm just being brutally honest with you. So, what do we do about this? What do you do about information like this? Politicians today will find it shocking. Intelligence knows this because not only have I told them this, they understand this level of detail. South African intelligence. So this is not a secret to them. They understand the reality of international organizations controlling governments around the world. And their hands are chopped off with regards to many things. So where does that put the South African citizen? That is at the beck and call of the mainstream media controlled by the people that were empowered by these international organizations that I speak about openly on this channel. This channel is getting almost no views because I tell people what is actually happening behind the scenes. This is not the common sense. This is not the state of the nation. This is not Willem Petzer. This is not Lex Libertas. This is reality. What is actually happening on the ground, what is happening behind the scenes, and looking towards the future. And all of these people that I just mentioned can be a part of a future solution if they want to. March and March, any of these organizations. The political parties are a complete waste of time, except for those that are trying to change the political system, because that is one thing we need to do, one of many. We need to prepare ourselves to create a whole new civilization because the current order will fall. It was planned a long time ago. So the fall of South Africa was planned and is being orchestrated. The fall of Eskom is a part of that. The fact that you hate Eskom is a part of that. The whole mainstream media around Eskom is a part of the plan. The Jacob Zuma must fall was part of the plan. All of these things were planned meticulously a long time ago. The only thing that was not planned at the time is who would be the leader of the ANC that would do this transition. And in the end, Nelson Mandela relented. It could have been Oliver Tambo, it could have been many others. But Nelson Mandela did not go according to plan because he did not do what the global leaders asked him when they had that meeting in Constantia with MI6 present, with the CIA present, with Oppenheimer's present. In that meeting, there was top secret, where I had family present. They could tell me the details. Nelson Mandela made a decision, and at the end of the day, he screwed them over big time, and we can be thankful for that. Or there could have been a lot of bloodshed. So, we are on a trajectory where the citizens of this country need to change our future. Only we can do it. The politician cannot do it. Our constitution was written to screw us over and has put us to where we are at. If you believe in the GNU, you are a fool. You do not understand real history. So if you want to understand what is really going on, join this channel, subscribe here, go and watch the Moments in Time and Question Everything series of videos, and join as a community member and be a part of the solution. Tonight at 8:30. Many community members will join me as I discuss documents that speak about those plans. As I discuss the committee that runs this world, the tech elite that are trying to do their own sideshow, and how this is all playing out. See you tonight at 8:30. Thanks so much. Till the next video.